So the question is, was Nimrod the emperor who ordered the construction of the Tower of Babel in the next chapter of Genesis, Genesis 11? It seems likely to me, although the Bible doesn't say. So we can't be emphatic about this, but we can speculate, and it makes sense. Why else would only Nimrod be mentioned and then described in Genesis chapter 10, which is the precursor to the story of the Tower of Babel in Genesis 11? The Lord said, quote, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." Now that verse, Genesis 11:6, is a key verse. In fact, it's one of the most amazing verses, at least to me, certainly in the Old Testament and maybe in the entire Bible, at least as it regards God describing the potential of humankind. Let me read that again. "If as one people, speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing that they plan to do will be impossible for them." So then God continues, apparently discussing amongst the persons of the Trinity. He says, "Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there all over the earth, and they stopped building the city. That's why it's called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. This language may have been more beautiful and more effective than any subsequent language or any language that exists on the earth today.